George Libich and Ursula Hellrigling, A.D. 1544. About the year 1544, George Libich was imprisoned for the faith and the divine truth at Philiberg near Innsbruck, and as this is a place of particular danger because of evil spirits, as is well known, this brother therefore had much to resist, and was greatly tempted by the evil one, 1 Peter 5:9, who tempted him in visible form. He especially tried him in various ways during the first year. Once he came to him in the form of a maiden, and wanted to embrace him. When the brother knelt down and prayed, he put something into his way to prevent him praying. He also tried to take him off with him, but he was not able to effect it. He further came to him in the form of a youth, and also in that of a soldier, thus trying many and various means. But when he could not accomplish anything, he went out of the tower at the top. He also told him much what happened among the church in the country, that he had conversed with such brethren, and that they had told him such and such things. But when brother George reproved him, he finally let him be in peace, and attempted but little with him afterward. But the enemy tempted him not only himself, but also through his children. Thus once there came to him one wearing a garb of a brother, and acting as one. He saluted him, saying, "The Lord be with us, my brother," and wished him peace, in order to seduce and deceive him by such craftiness. But George asked him whence and from whom he came. He answered, "From Moravia, from the Church of God." Then George asked him what message he brought, and how matters stood there. He told him that the church and the brethren were utterly driven away and dispersed, and that each one was separated from the rest, and that it was all over with them. Then George perceived that it was deception, reproved him for his craftiness, of which he was well aware, and drove him away by his earnest admonitions, which, in all probability, he did not soon forget. Over and above all this, when all temptation from Satan and his children was about to come to an end, a sister named Ursula Hellrigling, a beautiful young woman, who had also been apprehended for the faith, was put to him in prison, placed at the feet of George, and much of the time left with him. It is easy to imagine what the devil and his seed would have liked to see, but they, these two pious witnesses of Christ, were valiant and God-fearing, and could by no allurements be moved or caused to fail. This George Libich knew beforehand the day and the year when he would be released. There were several others imprisoned near him, who were all liberated on the same day, returned to the church, and afterwards fell asleep in the Lord. Sister Ursula, who was imprisoned with him, through the providence of God also obtained release, and unharmed in her faith and conscience returned to the church, and there fell asleep in the Lord.